Hey guys, good morning. Today I decided to change my paradigm because we're talking about paradigms. So I decided to change my paradigm. I would normally do lives at night around 10:30 p.m. and we don't have too many people watching us. And I hope that more people will watch us now. I'm sure there's a lot of people that watch the videos afterwards. So, as you know, we've been talking for the past 2 days about paradigms, right? And what are paradigms? And paradigms control our life, control everything that we do. Now, I'm going to read you something about our lesson two of the knowing and doing gap in our program. And I think I'm going to read it twice. So I want you to guys understand well what it says. Is this education does not mean teaching people what they do not know. It means teaching them to behave as they do not behave. Right? So education is not about what you know, but it's about how you behave. And how do you know this? So you can say no, education about what you know. Let's say you have a physics, or it doesn't have to be a physics, someone that knows 10 languages, right? Someone who knows how to uh, make anything, right? A very well done PhD, four PhD, or things like that, and walk into your house, don't say hello, take off his shoes, right? Walk into the to the refrigerator, take the milk, make some cereal, sit down in the bed, and start and turn off your television. What will you think in that moment? This person is not an educated person. The first thing you do is greetings, and then you move along. It's not your house. You move along according to the rules of the house, right? And so you think this person is not educated. Well, he has a lot of knowledge, but is not behaving accordingly. The other thing related is that we know many things, but it's not what we know was get the money, right? The money is in what you do, the results, not in what you know. I recently talked with a guy that he has so many studies with him, and he was constantly studying and getting licenses and permits and all those type of things. And I said, well, what do you do? Said, well, I haven't done much. I'm learning a lot. I'm planning to apply all of this. And I told him, don't you think that sometimes you will be considered to be overqualified for what you know, and you won't get the job you want because you know so much, right? So it's not about what you know; it's all about what you do. And so what you know, this is in your conscious mind, what the school is telling you to do, how to do it, but it's not what you're doing, right? You're doing, and we explain this, what you're doing is what you feel is right to do. You feel it's good to brush your teeth, and it's not that you know that brushing your teeth 3 times a week. Oh, something happened. All right. I think so something happened. You fall down the my my camera. Anyway, but you know what you need to do, right? You know what you need to do, you just don't do it, right? So the problem is this: as you know many things, you do only what you feel is right to do. It's about feelings and emotions, what causes you to do things. So I said yesterday, I hope so you do it today. Focus on looking at people and what do they do, and you'll see they have an habitual behavior in a certain way. They have an habitual behavior in a certain way to be. And I apologize for this. It's just I have a lot of windows that open up and I can get a little bit confused. So the certain way of your behavior to be, and even they know certain things. So for example, a lot happen in sales. Uh, they tell them what to do. They give them a script. I tell them exactly what they need to do. How do they do to do it? But in their mind, I know better. And they don't follow the script. They don't do what they're supposed to do. And they say, well, it's too hard. People don't want to listen. People don't want to. But if you stick to the plan, stick what you need to do, But people feel that they have to be smarter and do it their way. And their way sometimes is not the right way. Their way is an idea, and that idea become a habit, and it's become a because it becoming a habit is causing you not to get the results you want. And I'll give an example. For example, a fly. See, we see a fly inside the car. We're driving and we see that fly. And you got the window open because you feel bad. You want the fly to kind of fly away, right? And that fly have a fixed idea that he flies strong enough through that window, he will go to the other side. So sometimes our fixed idea and that persistence in that idea is what's causing us to die. Well, most fly die on the windowsill because it's pushing themselves so hard to fly through. They're not gonna happen. And what they do, they could have fly maybe just changing the degree, 15 degrees, and could be free. But the fixed ideas are causing them to do. It's not the hard work. Hard work is a good habit, or the persistence is a good habit, but it's persistently doing the same thing, expecting different results. Is that insanity, right? Insanity is expect different result, but you keep doing the same thing. If you are diabetic and you keep putting sugar into you, you're gonna keep having diabetes, right? You can see having problems. So you have to change something in your life to get something different. It's just common sense. If you if you don't like the color red, then don't buy things that color red. If you keep buying things that color red, you're wearing them and you don't like them, there's nothing's going to change. You're still going to still feel bad. So you have to change. Now, why we act this way? And so the school system teaches about all about what you're supposed to know, what's supposed to know. How many times it happened? I said, I went to school, they never teach me about finances. They teach me about economy and the demand and the offer and all this theory, right? You go to college, they teach you all the theory, but they don't really teach you how to make money, how to manage your money, right? So you is something you have to experience and then afterwards. So paradigms are preconditioned to you from school because there's a system of teaching in a certain way, so you act in a certain way. For an example, when you go to school, from the moment you were born till high school, you're being told what to do. So they're teaching you to become an employee. So you've been told what to do. Do this, and you're gonna do well. Do this, and you're gonna do well. But what about that free mind of entrepreneurship? I'm gonna do what I want to do because I love to do it, and I'm gonna be successful. Well, you can't do that at school or college. You gotta follow instructions and do exactly what they tell you to do. So the mind is pre-organized, pre-programmed to work in a certain way. And that is what's causing you to behave the same way all the time. Unless you study and you look for books and videos and you talk to people who are actually in a different situation than you. Your environment is more powerful than your heredity, right? Your environment is more powerful. The influence of your environment has more impact than even what you know. So circle yourself around the good environment that will support you to achieve the goal that you want. You have to have a goal. We saw that last week. You have to have a goal. You don't have a goal, you're lost. No, you're not going anywhere. But we all have a goal. We just don't write it. We need to write it down and see it every day so you know where you're going and so you're familiar with the action you need to take so you can get there. But the paradigm is pushing you down. So, for example, I was just talking with some friends the other day, and I said, I personally, when people said I cannot do something, this is right, reverse psychology. If I cannot do something, I go and say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it just to prove them wrong. but sometimes you know what to do and you don't doing it. Then you play with that reverse psychology in yourself. And so make yourself proud of doing what you know how to do, but you do it. And this is what we're going to see later on in a few weeks is what is praxis. Praxis is aligning your belief with your behavior. Your belief with your behavior. What you believe, you behave. And you align them, then you get stronger and you can focus more in what you need to do and accomplish more. All right, guys. So I don't want to make it too long and just to around on the same idea, but focus on write down your paradigm. So your paradigm, you can know it's your paradigm because everything that you have around you, relationship, friends, money, everything like that is being dictated by your paradigm. Write it down. I have a Toyota. I'm married. I have kids. I got this. I got that. All the things are dictated by the paradigm. But what are the things that I don't want in my life? What's the frustration, the pain that I have in my also are dictated by your paradigm. And if you want to change it, then that's what we're here for, to help you to do that. Okay, guys, have an amazing day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.